So an interview came out in an article on Kotaku from an animator in Japan. Now, this kind of sparked this, and it's going to be kind of rantish. I'm not feeling too well, so I can't really go in like I want to, but this is something that I've been hearing a long time, and I really wanted to address it, especially this interview because of where this guy has been and where he's at right now as far as what's happening in the anime industry with these animators. Like, you guys don't even know the half of it if you're really not in tune with what's going on and whatnot. People commit suicide. Like, there was a guy that worked for A1 Pictures that committed suicide because the working pay and the conditions that they're in is so bad with a lot of these studios, and, you know, basically trying to become an animator, depending on the position, especially the in-betweeners, it almost sounds like a nightmare. Like, as much as I love anime, and that just sounds like it'd be so fucking sick to just be drawing anime all day, you know, working on stuff, it sounds like a nightmare. Based on this guy's interview, from what he said, this dude has worked from like low-level shitty studios to Studio Period with Tokyo Ghoul. He worked on that. He worked on, I believe, Akatsuki no Yona, and even the last Naruto the movie. This guy has worked on from the biggest of the biggest to shitty studios and, you know, no names or whatever. And the crazy thing about it is, from what he talked about with the pay, it is absolutely terrible. Especially, we know, based on what we can tell, that the cost of living in Japan is kind of high. It's not going to be, you know, low or whatever. And from the wages, to put into perspective, when he was working at a no-name studio, he was grossing up to $300 a month. $300 a month. Like, you buy a cup of coffee a day, and yeah. So, that was in the low levels. In Studio Period, he makes $1,000 a month, which is still, especially when you're working on the last Naruto the movie, Tokyo Ghoul, two humongous series, and, you know, you're doing a bunch of other things, and this is what you're grossing in. Because basically, like in the low-level studios, you would make roughly $1 a drawing or whatever. With the bigger ones, you can make anywhere from $2 to $5 a drawing, and then they could do roughly about 5 to 20-something drawings a day. So the pay really just is terrible. And honestly, the working hours, from what I've heard in past interviews from different people, how sometimes they work 60 hours and they feel suicidal. And it's like, do you sacrifice a lot of your sanity, a lot of just what you want in life for your creative passions? And I think that's one of the biggest things about this, is like, these people, they love this. I love anime and manga to death, but would I work in those conditions just so that I could be a part of it? I think that's the point where you gotta make a decision. Is it really worth it? And to be honest with you, I don't care how passionate I am about something. If it is to the point where it is unlivable, $300 a month, you cannot live off $300 a month no matter where you're at. Maybe, like, I don't know if you're in some fucking pothole in the middle of nowhere or some shit, but you cannot live off of that. Especially, it just boggles my mind that $1,000 a month and you're working on the last and Tokyo Ghoul and this and that. It is extremely ridiculous, and I honestly think that this is something that needs to change with the industry. These people, they're working on these things that is like millions and millions of dollars go into the anime industry. Yeah, it's not the most stable, and there's always downtimes or whatever, but there's still a lot of money into it, and these people deserve more, and they deserve better. They deserve better treatment or whatever. And honestly, it just sounds like this heartless and cold machine that treats these people like slaves. And it's like, since they're so passionate and they so badly want to be a part of it and they work so hard, they're willing to accept that. And I honestly think that these people definitely should consider their options and realize, as much as I love this, it's not worth it. It really isn't. In the interview, the guy even explains that these people work to the point of vomiting. That's how hard they work. 10-hour days, sometimes more. And honestly, with this video, I don't know what good it could do or whatever, but I definitely need to put that out there, that at the very least, we should appreciate the hard work that these people put into this, because that's ridiculous. I never personally, no matter how much I love something, would work 60-hour weeks to the point of vomiting for $300 to $1,000 a month. It really isn't. But let me know what you guys think. First of all, is there anything possible out there to change this? What would be a big, I mean, aside from the obvious of, like, if the anime industry just went to a whole other boom where they were making money, and we don't even know if that would change it, if they would still say, well, we're making money, but these motherfuckers aren't going to make any more. And does this kind of give you a new perspective when you look at a piece of animation and you realize what goes behind this? The fact that these people are practically killing themselves for our entertainment. Just your overall thoughts of this. Honestly, I just wanted to put this out there because it genuinely upsets me that these people are killing themselves for this medium that I love and that they love as well, and they deserve so much more. They really do. These are the series that make us laugh, make us cry, make us, forget things in life when we want to escape, and these people, they honestly deserve better. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video or got some insight out of it, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be amazing. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.